Howdy everyone, this is Tricia. Today I'm going to be creating some decor for my newly remodeled bathroom. I have a ton of stuff here on my desk. It is quite a bit of a mess, but I'm going to go ahead and show you because I do have some items that were already existing in my bathroom that are going to be going back in there. And then I've got some items that I purchased to add to my bathroom, and then some extra little items that I'm actually going to decorate here for you so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to put that in my bathroom. That sounds like quite a bit, but it really isn't. It just looks like a big old mess right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this camera down so you can see all the items that I have got. All right, so I want to start by reintroducing you to this piece of tile. And you can see right there that it's got some blues, some whites, and some marbly bits to it. It's really pretty. This is a tile that was used to create a border inside of my shower in my bathroom. My bathroom was remodeled. I had a bathtub removed, and a tiled shower was built in instead. And then it went into removing a vanity and putting in a new vanity. So I'm going to be showing you a little tour. I'll show you a picture, kind of a quick thing of how it looked before, and then a little picture how it looks now. And then I'm going to be creating all these crafts. Well, I'm going to show you all of this first, and then I'll show you the bathroom. But I'm going to be creating some little crafts, or decorating some existing items is what I should say. Some of it is, I'm going to be using this tile, but this is a tile. I wanted to show you that first so that you can see the colors that I'm sort of going to be using. I'm also going to be using a little bit of shells and some jute or twine, some of this rope, which I got at Hobby Lobby. This is only $3, and I did get it at 40% off because, you know, that's just the way that I shop. So this is just a couple of items so far. Let me see. I went to the Dollar Tree also, and I got this little silver tray. I thought it was really pretty. And it's just a little inexpensive little tray. It's not very, you know, it's not very, what is the word I'm using? It's not exactly the most sturdiest thing ever, but it's nice to put some little items on. And then I got these little jars. I thought they were really cute. I think I'm going to go back and look for some little labels, probably at Hobby Lobby, to put on here if I don't find any at the Dollar Tree, so then I can label them with the items that I'm going to put in there. Basically, what I want to put in there is some Q-tips, and probably the other thing that someone would probably think of putting in here would be cotton balls, but I really don't have any use for cotton balls in my bathroom. It's not something that I normally use. It's probably something that only gets used for like in case of a first aid. So I do have these dental flossers, which I also got at the Dollar Tree, and I've been buying these for my husband, and he really likes them, so I've kept this going. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of those in one of the little jar, and then the other item that I'm going to put into this other one is some Q-tips, like I mentioned a minute ago. Okay, so that's something that I purchased new. Let me continue showing you what I have also purchased. This is not from the Dollar Tree. These are actually from my grocery store, but you can find items like this. I have seen some at the Dollar Tree. Actually, these are soap dispensers, and I saw them, and they were in a blue, which would have matched this. I seen I think it was a yellow, maybe even a green and a white. These cost me $4.99, so they were a little bit more than obviously if I were to get them from the Dollar Tree, but I really like the labels that were on there. And you can find items like this if you look like on Amazon, or even at the Bed Bath & Beyond. They'll be a little bit pricier, but if you want something like that, that's where you'll find it. Now, this is glass, but this top part is not even metal. It's actually a plastic. So, you know, for $5, I don't know if I got a good deal or not, but I really like the labels. And what I'm going to be putting in here are some shower washes, some body washes, and put those in the niche of my shower that they built in. I went ahead and I bought myself another soap dispenser. This is going to be for my hand soap. And of course, I got the matching soap dish and the one for the toothbrushes. These I got them from Marshall's. I couldn't remember. I had to look at the label. I thought I had gotten them at Burlington, and I did see some at Burlington, but they didn't quite have what I wanted. I did see some white ones, but let me show you real quick. I had already purchased a set, ceramic vanity set. And this I got at a store called At Home, and as you can see, it was only $10, and it's a great deal because this alone, right here, cost me $10. This was $6.99. This was $5.99. So, you know, I spent $21 or so, or $22 on this. And I only spent $10 on this, but I really like this for my bathroom. I am going to be decorating this because I will be redoing our other bathroom. So when I do that, I may end up switching them around. I have no idea because I do want to use some of this rope. But I will be saving this for another video for when I do the other bathroom. And I only showed it to you right now just to show you that there are more economical things to buy. Now, I got them at Marshall, so they were obviously lower price from their original. This one was originally $14. This was $9, and this one was $10. So they, you know, the price went down quite a bit, I think. Enough for me to say, yes, I want them. I thought they were really pretty. Now, I got this at, I don't remember. Oh, yes, I got this at Target. This is a little hook. And this is just to hang a towel or a robe or something. Now, I don't really need that because in my bathroom, and I will be showing you, I have a shelf that has some pegs, and on the back of our door, we do also have some pegs where we normally hang all our stuff. But I got this because I thought this would be nice for a hand towel by the sink, and I still need my husband to put this on, so you probably won't see it on the wall, but I just wanted to show you because it has a nickel finish, and that is a finish on my faucets and the ones in the shower and my sink, and that will be going in there also, and I'll show you where I want that when we get in there. Also from the store at home, I got some items that I got on clearance. They still have the tag right here, clearance, and this was a regular $12.99. Has a red slash through it, so I got it. Oops, I got it for $6.50. I'm gonna break my beautiful things here. And I love this jar, so I decided that I'm going to put some flowers in here, but I've got some sand and some other items that I want to put in there, and I'll be showing you that, of course. And then I've got this little cute little, I think it's a votive holder. It's also was on clearance, regular $3.99. I got it for $2, and I really didn't know if I was going to use this, but I said $2. I'm going to take this. I think it's really cute. I do have the idea that I want to take these tiles right here because I did take one of them as a sample with me, and then maybe put 3, you know, on each side, maybe not even all the way to the back. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I would like to put these little tiles around here and then maybe putting some jute around so it looks like they're tied up with that, but I'm actually going to hot glue them down. So I'll be showing you that. And what am I going to put in here? I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to be putting a candle or just maybe some little potpourri or something scented to give a nice scent in the bathroom. Okay. Also at that store at home, and I'm going to jump around from store to store because I didn't organize this and I'm really sorry. I got these beautiful little bushes, and they have these pretty little tulips on this one. I thought this was really pretty. This was only $3. I thought this was a great deal. You can find some really nice stuff at the Dollar Tree, but I was at this store and it's quickly becoming my favorite store. So I'm going to be using some of these flowers in this vase that I told you about. This one also cost me $3. The one that cost me the most was this one, and I think this one was about $5 or so. Yeah, $4.99. It's right in there, and it's got these pretty little blue flowers. They're not quite the blue that's on the tile, but you know what? It is still a blue, and I think I'm going to go ahead and introduce it into the bathroom, and I think that will look really pretty. Some of these flowers I'm also going to put on a little wreath that I got at the Dollar Tree. I got this little, let's see, it's a 12-inch wreath, and I'm just going to pull that off. We don't need that. I'm going to use this little wreath that I'm going to decorate, and you'll be seeing me decorate this along with this and these little jars because I do want to put some rope on here. So you'll be seeing me decorate those 3 items. I don't know if I have another item for you to watch me decorate, but those are the items that you're going to watch me decorate. Also, in my shower, I mentioned that they put in a niche, a little insert, so that I can put my, you know, my shampoos and so and my soap. So it's really nice, and I'll show you what that looks like. But in the area where I'm going to be putting my soap in, I didn't like the idea of just putting my soap right in there. I wanted a soap dish, but I didn't want a soap dish like this, which could slide out of that little niche and maybe possibly fall and break, and I end up stepping on it. So I wanted something plastic or rubbery, and I ended up finding this. I thought this was really cool. It's just a little thing. I also found it on clearance. It was actually $2, and I only got it for $1. So really anything like a little coaster would actually work in there. So that's just an idea if you have like a little slippery surface and maybe your soap keeps falling off, is to put something like this in there. I also found on clearance these decorative accents, and they're like little shell bits, and I'll open this up in a little bit so that you can see it up closer. I do want to put some of that in this vase that I showed you. Now, I did buy some soaps that I want to put into those soap dishes. Oh, I also had this already. some existing items that I already had. I got this, I think in Hobby Lobby, a big giant shell, and I've got some white sand that I got from the Dollar Tree some time ago. It's already open and it's ready to be poured. And then I've got some little shells in here that I think I'm going to use somehow. I don't want to use too many shells. I do want to give it a beach vibe, but I didn't really want to go like specifically beach themed in that bathroom, because I'm going to be doing my other bathroom beachy, nautical, I don't know what to call it. It's going to be a combination. Okay, I also have this beautiful little vase. It's got these little swans on it, and I think I am going to be putting that in the bathroom. I may be throwing some soaps in there. I'm not really sure. And then also existing, I had this candle, this wax candle, obviously, and I think I've already lit it because the little wick on the top is already kind of blackened or burned. Maybe I had already lit it at some point, and I didn't want to get rid of it, so I said, well, I'm going to introduce that color in there as well. Another item that I already had that was existing in my house is this owl. This actually belonged to my daughter-in-law, but they moved to San Antonio, and she had left that behind, and they said, anything that's left behind in the house, take it. So I quickly grabbed this because I love owls. You probably see that in my little logo. Moving that aside, some other items that I'm going to be using are going to be maybe some little rocks, little pebbles, and I'll let you know that I did get these pebbles at the Dollar Tree. I've already got some that are open, and as you can see, I'm using these Folgers coffee, plastic containers. I've recycled them to put that in there. And then I also found, and I had forgotten that I had this, that I have this beautiful little blue rocks that I'm also going to use. And I know why I have this, and the sand and the pebbles, is because I was doing fairy gardens. I kind of started it, but I didn't really get into it too much. But I had these supplies from that. So I'm going to be using that. Let me put this in something that it won't pour out of. Oh yeah, in this container. Okay, I have some other items. I'm talking too much, but I feel like everything has some sort of story. Okay, also these towels, I don't remember where I got them from. I think I got these at Burlington. These were together, a pack of 2. I already took them out because I was testing to see how big it was going to be for this particular hook, because I kind of want this like a hand towel, and I wanted to show my husband more or less where I wanted it hanging so that I could put this towel on there. Now I don't know if that's what I'm going to use it for. After the fact, I noticed that there was these little stains on this one here, but that's okay. I think it can be washed off, but I really want these to be just for a decorative purpose, so I may just be rolling them up or something. And I do have a basket that I will show you later. I'm going to show it to you right now. Let me show you this other item here. I got these floor mats, and I got these at Burlington. Yeah, I got these at Burlington, and I paid $15 for this set of 2, and I thought this was a great price because the way I figured it, it's $10 for one and $5 for the other, and they have that rubber backing so they don't slip around, and I really like that. And for some of you that might be looking at this and going, white? You're going to be stepping all over that. That's going to be horrible. But you know what? It's just my husband and I. Our bathroom is not very big, and our floor tile in our bathroom, pretty much everything, all the tile is white. So I didn't want to add a color to the floor and then making the room feel less spacious because it isn't. So that's why I've chosen white, and we've had white mats on our floor before, and all my husband and I do is we wash them, put a little bit of Clorox, clean them up if we feel like they need that. But then at some point, and it's been like 2 or 3 years, at some point they get, worn out, nasty. So I did get some new ones, and they feel really nice on our feet. So that's what I found for that. I got a couple of towels as well. I want to show you something really neat also that we did, but I'm going to save that in a minute. Okay, I got these towels at Target, as you can see the bag here, and these were like, what? They were $5.99 each, $6. Towels are so expensive now. I mean, just a regular towel is $10, so I said $6. I think this is a good deal. I got these, and I kind of want to roll these up and put them on the bottom shelf of my vanity, and you'll be seeing that, what that looks like. I should have bought 3 because I think a pile of 3 looks better, but these are kind of big, so I just decided on 2. And also the reason is because under that vanity, I'm going to put a little basket. I have a little wire basket. I'm not going to show you that right now because I have it outside drying. I have spray painted it, and I've used this particular brand, a Rust-Oleum metallic silver paint it, so you'll see that when it's all done. And I have it in my bathroom. I also painted, I had a set of 3 little metal birds that were like from Home Interior that I've had for years, but they were like a gold brassy color that I didn't really care for. I felt like that was like 90s, 80s, 90s, so I decided to spray paint them silver and put them in my bathroom. Okay, let's see. There was one more thing that I wanted to show you, and I'm really happy about this because when we had our bathroom remodeled, let me move the camera and I'll be right back. All right, so as I was saying, I had another item that I wanted to show you, and I kind of saved it for the last because when we were having our bathroom remodeled, we were just going to have the shower done. We were just going to have them take out the old tub, which had some cracks on the bottom, and my husband had already tried repairing them before, but we got to the point where, like, you know, we really don't want a tub in our bathroom. We don't even use it. We want a shower, so we went looking for shower inserts, I should say. And then we ended up talking to somebody that does work, and it turned out that, you know what, tiling the bathroom was going to be a great idea. He built it. He created a little bench in there so that we can sit on it, you know, shave your legs, whatever else, or if you just can't really stand, you know, because we're getting older, but, you know, we're not that old, but, you know, we get hurt once in a while, and it's a nice little addition in there. And since we don't use a tub, that was going to be, you know, like, I don't even know the word. I was going to say obsolete, I guess. The tub was basically obsolete in our bathroom. So anyway, long story, cut to the point, this item that I purchased, we didn't ask him to paint our bathroom. We just asked him to build a shower. But, you know, as we're looking at it, we're thinking, oh, you know, this thing needs to be replaced and that needs to be replaced. So we had a lot of little things that we were thinking we wanted to do. But one of the main things we wanted him to do was remove our vanity. And it was just this 24-inch little 1-sink vanity, which is what we still have, a 1-sink, but now it's a 36-inch vanity, which fit perfectly into the space. But it just so happened that the vanity that we decided to purchase has an opening at the bottom because there's a shelf, and I'll show you that. So then you could see that the back of the wall wasn't really all painted. Oh my gosh, oh, I have a long story about this too, and I'll tell you, maybe hopefully I'll remember about the tile on the floor. Well, I'll just tell you now. For those of you who don't care for this story, just fast forward through this and get to the point where the camera's pointing at items on the table. Okay, so our bathroom floor, it was tiled already, of course, from before. But when they took the little vanity out, the little area where the vanity was, there's no tile there because they built in the vanity and then they tiled the floor. So we had a hole there, and the new vanity that we bought has a shelf, and it's a little bit further out as well. Would have covered that, except that it's got little planks on those shelves so you can see through it, and we just weren't comfortable with the idea. There's a hole there. So I said, you know, I'm going to run to Home Depot and I'm going to buy some tiles. But I was adamant telling my husband, I know we have a box somewhere of these bathroom tiles that we had left over. And, you know, I saved them because I thought, you know, someday I'm going to use them for something, or we're going to have to replace one of the tiles on the floor, whatever. My husband and I went straight to our what is it, our garage, I can't even think, and we found the box. It's just a few of them, but it was more than enough to cover that little area, so the guy just did that. He covered that area. And then, of course, our bathroom walls needed to be painted. So I thought, okay, as soon as he's done doing that and it's all dry, I'll go in there and I'll paint the wall, because I'm just going to paint it white. Our bathroom walls are already white. I'm going to just touch it up right there where he's, you know, remove the old vanity from. And I'm just going to go in there and paint. But the next thing I know, he's already putting in the vanity, so I can't paint. And we have a beautiful new vanity. It has a little bit of a marble top, and I get all paranoid about the marble top. But then I tell my husband, you know what? I have seen those papers, like wallpaper that you put on the walls. And we were thinking, should we tile the back wall? Should we do something? While the guy's still here, he was willing to do whatever we asked him. You know, he's getting paid. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's go to Target, because, you know, the day was over. We went to Target. And this is where my point is, where I found this awesome item. This is a peel and stick repositionable wall and surface covering. Now, this was 30 bucks for a 20-inch by 16.5 feet. This is what it comes in. It comes in a tube like this, and it's in the back in the wall at Target. Well, at my Target, it's in the back where they have some house paints and some decor items, and where I found this particular hook. So if you go into your Target, wherever they have little things like that and knobs and things like that, the 3M items, you'll find the little wall paints, and you'll find these papers, and they have them in all finishes. This one happens to be like a wood, kind of whitewash gray a little bit. And we like that look. So my husband and I used this to cover that back wall. And it wasn't that easy because our walls are textured. So you can't really stick things on really well. So we had to use some little white tacks. And that leads me to another story. And you can skip, again, like I said, skip all of this and get to the part where the camera's down on the table. Because if you look at my back wall, since the guy was already here, we said, hey, we need the shower fixtures in that in another bathroom to be replaced because one of the knobs is broken off and we can't turn on the hot water. We have to use a wrench every time we have to turn it on. And, you know, we don't hardly ever use that bathroom because our sons are no longer living in our home. But we thought, you know, we could have a guest that might come over. Our sons might come visit, and we need that shower to work. So the guy has to go in there, and he also has to fix some piping and replace them because they're old copper, and he had to replace them with some plastic. The thing is that that wall is shared with this wall. So we had to come in through here to make a hole right here, right here, to get to those pipes because there's a shower on the other side that he obviously can't break through. So then I had a big old hole all patched up. He did by the way, this guy was great. So neat and so clean. He did a really nice clean cut where he pulled out the piece of sheet rock, did his job, put it back and patched it up and did a real nice job. But of course you end up with a little bit of a smooth where we have textured finishes. And this wall is already a mess to begin with. I wanted to paint this room. I didn't have time for that. And I didn't have money to go buy more of this, which I thought would be a great backdrop. So what did I do? I went to the Dollar Tree and I got me, you know, these shelf lining rolls. They're only $1. I bought 12 and we put them on this wall. So speaking of those tacks, this isn't even stuck on here. Look, I put little tacks. So here's a little idea what you can do in your little craft room if you have a little wall that you just want to do. Just use that, or your closet if you want to touch it up and you just, hey, I can't paint, but I can tack something on the wall. So these are not even stuck. That's my long story, and oops about that. I just moved my camera with my paper. That's my long story. So I hope this isn't going to be a long video. I feel like it is. Okay, that was like 6-7 minutes of me talking. Let's turn this back down and let's get to doing some of these little crafts. All right, so I decided to sit down for this because I've actually gone ahead and put a lot of items into my bathroom and I've been running back and forth and I'm getting really tired. So I decided to sit down and enjoy these little crafts with you. I do want to tell you some of the supplies or tools that I'm going to be using to create my next 3, I think it's 4 projects actually. So I've got my scissors, wire cutters, I've got glue sticks for my hot glue gun, which is now plugged in. I've got a couple other items here like some wire and such. I don't know if I'm going to use any of that, but I have it ready just in case. So you might want to have, let's see, I've got some floral wire here and I've got my little pliers. Actually, I like to use these other ones, these little pliers in case I need to bend any ends of any wires. That's basically all I'm going to use. I do have some E6000, which you could use to attach little tiles to items such as this, but I'm just going to use a glue gun because I feel like someday I may just want to remove them right off of that and use it as it is. I could paint this or, you know, recycle it. Like I said, I still don't know what I'm going to put in it, and I can't take this price tag off the bottom, but I'm going to leave it there because this little things here, these little sticky things on the bottom, I don't know how they ended up on top of the price tag. It's like they priced it and then they decided to add these things. I don't know, but I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to worry about it. It's at the bottom of the little container. You probably want to remove it and take your time. I don't feel like it. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to use these little tiles to put on here. These little marble ones, they crack so easily, so I have to be real careful about removing them. This is a square foot tile. It had a little bit more on there, and I've already used some from here, as you can see. And this comes in a piece like this on a mesh, but they're really easy to remove. And I have another piece of marble here that's also cracked, which is really kind of sad. So if I want to use any more of these marble ones, I have to be really careful. Okay, I want to take some blue ones off for sure. Let me start over here. They're really easy, but you have to be careful. Just start peeling them off like so. And there we go, a little piece there. I've got these already here. Okay, let's pull off some more. I don't know how many. Oh, I need 9 of them. Just realized, yes, I need 9. Oh, and you know what else I got while I'm pulling these off? I got one of those squatty potty little stools that you put at the bottom of your toilet. They kind of hug around the bottom so you can put it up against it. So it doesn't really, it's not really in the way, but you can just slide it out a little bit, put your feet on top. It raises your feet so that your knees are a little higher and you're in a supposedly a better position when you have to do your potty business. And we just got it this weekend, and we got it from, actually I got it from my grocery store, but they have it at Target, and it's like $25, and that was the same price at my grocery store. So I went ahead and I got it. You know, it was one of those items that we saw before, and we've seen the commercials, and we're like, it makes a lot of sense. I don't know. So, but we thought about it, but then we saw it, and we're like, let's just get it. And my husband's like, I was thinking I want to go to Target and get it. And I'm like, well, same price here, so let's just grab it. And we got it. And I'm not so sure if he's, well, I've been taking a lot of these off. I can stop now. I'm not so sure how he ended up feeling about it. Like, he was like, yeah, it's okay. It's just kind of high. And I felt like I loved it. Look at my table. This on here, the finish on my table is just contact paper, but it's actually a dry erase. So, you know, you can use a dry erase marker and then you wipe it off. I just liked it because it was white and it was clean, and I wanted my top to look nice. Look, I even have my little tea here. I've been drinking from it. It's not even cold anymore. When I first served it in my little glass. Look, I even got this little, these I got it from the Dollar Tree, by the way. I got this one, and then another one that has like I think it has watermelons on it, and the other one has like flowers, like tropical flowers. I got 4 of them, but they only had like 3 different designs, at least when I went. So I got these, and I thought they were so cute. There we go. Nice little sip of tea. Okay, so let's go ahead and start gluing these on here. And then we're going to put some of this jute around so they look like they're just actually just tied on there. Well, they will be actually just tied because, anyway, I use this hot glue to put these little tiles around that mirror that I showed you at the beginning. So, I don't know. When am I showing you the video? I don't know where I go to show you my unfinished bathroom. I may show it to you after this, or maybe I showed it to you before. I'm not really sure. We'll see when I get it all up on my laptop and I get to work on it. Okay, I can put 3 of them here, so let me just space some sort of kind of where they could go. The bottom I want it to be, okay, so 3 of them fit perfectly on here. I waited a little long on this one. I should have actually looked to see where they would fit before I put glue on the back. Ooh, let me put some glue on in my glue gun. I feel like my videos are getting so much less, not professional, but oh, that was so much more organized when I was doing some, and then some of them were like kind of not so professional or, you know, thought out. But, you know, anyway, little chit chatter. Sorry for those of you who don't like it, but that's who I am. Okay, here we go. Put another one here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way around. Let's go with a glossy one because I don't have a glossy one on here. And then I'm going to finish with a glossy blue because I feel like I have a lot of white, so I just wanted to add more blue. I'm trying not to follow a pattern. I think I already said that. Okay, and that's what I did when I did the mirror. Look at that. I think that looks really cute. See, but plan it out a little bit better so you don't have little gaps like that. But look at that. That looks really cute. Okay, let me see which is the best side. They all look nice, but this one has an obvious gap right here, so I'm going to choose that for the back. So I think I'm going to choose, oh, I don't want too much blue. I think I like this one for the front. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, I like that one the best. This one right here with the blue in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to take some twine, and the reason that I'm trying to pick up front is because I want the front to end up with a little bow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this, let me get enough twine length to create a bow. I'm going to get this to go around several times. So I'm just going to wrap it around maybe 3 times. Get it on there kind of tight. And I think I like it around, going around 3 times. And it doesn't have to be like all lined up or anything. I think it looks best when it's kind of, you know, going over itself. Like the pieces of twine don't have to be like, you know, perfectly aligned. Just get it to wrap around. Like you just grabbed it, wrapped it, and let's go. Okay, so I'm just tying it up in the front here. Just I'm gonna lay it flat so I can do this. And probably make a little knot, but you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some hot glue under there and then just push down on it a little bit with my finger, or actually I'm gonna use my pliers so I don't burn another finger. Oh, these little webs. I always wait till it dries, and I've got my air going on, so that's drying up quick. All right, now that I've got it to glue down, let me remove this glue. There was some glue that I was going to remove. Oh, here it is, this one right here. Don't forget about that. I can use my Goo Gone actually to wipe it and make it nice. All right, or some of you use, you know, a glass cleaner. I forgot what else somebody suggested. Oh yeah, polish remover. That's stuff to use to remove your nail polish. What's that called? Help. I don't use it very often, so I don't know what it's called. Okay, I mean, well, I do know what it's called, but I don't know why I can't think right now. Okay, I'm just gonna trim these off now because I like that. And that's my little finished, actually, what, like a votive holder? That could be. Or, you know, you can put some little potpourri in there that maybe smells nice. I don't know. Okay, so that's my first project. On to the next, and I'm gonna put these little tiles away because I'm not gonna need them. Put them in a little container over here. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to do was put some twine on these as well. And I mentioned that I would like to find a little label or something to put on there, but I do have a Sharpie that I could actually write on here. I don't remember the Sharpie. Yeah, the Sharpie that I bought was an oil-based Sharpie. And you can use it to write on glass so that it doesn't wipe off. But I think I have it in white. But I would like to write on here like Q-tips or cotton tips, whatever you want to call them. You know, everybody calls them Q-tips. I know Q-tips is a brand name, but cotton swabs is what they're called. That's a generic name. And then maybe put here, you know, like, what are these things? Dental floss, so just maybe just put floss. But I think the items that are going to be in there are going to be obvious, so I don't really need to do that. It would just be for fun. I did notice something when I purchased these. This lid comes off very easily because it's missing this little rubbery bit right here. But I'm not going to worry about it. What I'm actually going to put in here is going to be the Q-tips because we use those a ton and I use them more often. And the floss, even though we do use it, we probably only use it once during the day. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to worry about it because you know what? It already happened. Okay, so I'd have to go back to the Dollar Tree and buy another one, and it's really no big deal, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to take my little rope here, and then I'm going to just glue it all the way around several times till I have filled in this little space. So I'm just going to put a dot of glue, a little line of glue to get this started, get the end on there, closest to the edge as possible. And it's got like a little bit of a lip here, so I'm just like resting it up against this little lip. See that? Let me put this so you can see that where it's resting up against it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue with glue. And do that all the way. I should do this so that you can see what I'm doing. Just put glue. You don't really have to put glue that often. You could move along and just put little dots here and there. Okay, I just want to make sure that it meets up right with the other one right here, the other end right there. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. I want it to meet up with that guy right there. And stick it down right, oh God, look at all the little bits of glue. Okay, so I want that end to glue there. And now I'm going to go ahead and start another row, but I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to move it over and then just start putting it on there like so. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bow right here where I actually, here I'm going to use this little scraps over here, where I actually started the gluing process. And once these are nicely dry, I'll just check it for these little webs of glue and just pull them off. And I said I was going to do that once it and I didn't. By the way, when you are working with hot glue gun on any metal thing, the metal thing is going to get hot. So this is a little warm from where I was actually putting the hot glue against it because, you know, the heat travels. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I think also I'm going to mention now, I think for Friday I'm going to be making some Mexican rice. I don't think I've actually done a video where I made rice. I feel like I have, but I don't know. I guess I haven't. I'll check, and if I have, whatever I do on Friday, I'll link that video. But I've been asked to do a recipe where I do rice, but the person asked, it was just one person actually, but she did ask if I knew how to make, like they serve at restaurants. Well, it's a very basic recipe, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll do my version, which is very basic, and it's sort of kind of like the ones, but I don't know which restaurants you're talking about, where you're from, or how they make it where you're from. So I'll just make my recipe. It's similar. Okay, there we go. My little jars are finished. Let me put my little items in there so that I can have them ready. Oh, I was going to put these in here. Okay. Little floss. He's already got a bag that's been open, and it's in the drawer, but I'm just going to put these in here. I wish they were blue. They do have them in white. I should have bought them in white. But oh well, it adds some color to my bathroom. Look at that, what a mess. I really thought I was gonna pour them in all nice and neat, but I didn't. Okay, that's gonna go in there. Aw, they look cute like that. It's all right if they're all a mess. Okay, let's pour the rest of them in there. Actually, I actually do have OCD, by the way. You know, like actual diagnosed, but and, you know, anxiety and all these other crap. Anyway, so this is bothering me a little bit, and it's also bothering me that it's not blue or matching. But anyway, this is what it would look like with your little cute little picks in there. I think that looks so cute. Okay, now this one will have Q-tips, and this one is really gonna bug me if I don't do this right. So I'm gonna try and do this right, and grab a bunch. Oops. Get in there, my friend. There we go. Let's put it on its side so they don't tip over. Oh, I've got one that's a rogue one, trying to be all different from everybody. No. Okay. I don't think I can really fit too many in there, so I already put them on the table. That's gonna bug me because you know what? I didn't wash my hands. You know, I've been touching jute and stuff. My hands are clean, but they're not like, you know, sanitary clean. And I would have liked to have done this in a sanitary manner, but I didn't. But here we go. Okay, why isn't it? Oh, this is the one that doesn't close right. Okay, so there you go. Isn't that cute with little Q-tips in there or cotton swabs in there? All right, so that was my second project. I'll put them over here. Try not to knock them over. Let's do our little wreath. Let's do the little wreath. All right, here we go. I've got some florals here that I want to use on here. I also want to use this shell. So let me go ahead and get that out of the pack. Oh, I already had the package open. Here, I thought I was going to be popping that open. I don't know how long I've had it, but I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby. If I didn't, I probably got it at Michael's at some point and thought I was going to do something fantastic, and I never did. But anyway, let me get my little flowers ready. I like to cut everything off the you know, the bushes. I like to cut them off and have everything ready, and I haven't done that. This has not been a very prepare day. It's taking me all day to do this video, by the way, because you know it has. I move a lot slower now. All right, so I've got these cut off from the bush. Let's cut off the flowers. What's bugging me more right now is that I don't have a trash can right next to me. I normally have one behind me against the wall, and I just toss things that way, and whatever doesn't fall in it, I just sweep it up. But I have swept this floor over and over and over, and I'm worn out because, you know, I had that work done, and the mat was very clean and everything, and he swept it, but then there was a little bit of dust in here, and I wasn't gonna ask him to dust the whole room. So I have kind of had to do that, and it seems like you dust, there's even, I don't know, some out of nowhere more dust appears. Okay, so now I'm just talking. I'm going to glue this onto here, put some glue right here because I see that I can stick it right there. I feel like this is going to be a tough one to get it to stay on here, the shell. It's not heavy, but it kind of flops back and forth. You know what? I think I can put a little piece of styrofoam right in here, glue it to the wreath, and then also have it, you know, like right in here, in this little cavity here. So let me grab some of that and I will be back. All right, so I'm back with a little piece of styrofoam. I decided to grab some of the items and put them in the trash, and I completely forgot what I had gotten up for. Okay, so there we go. Like I said, this is so poorly planned. I'm gonna see what I need to shave off to fit it in there. A little bit at a time. I feel like that's good. Well, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour some glue in my shell. Get that in there, come on. Nice glop of glue. Slide that right in there so it captures the shell. And then I'm gonna put some glue right in here so that it captures the grapevine onto the styrofoam. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry because it's some big old glops, and we'll be back. All right, so while I let this dry a little bit, I didn't actually wait a long time for this to dry. I can still feel the warmth through this shell here, but I've gone ahead and I put my little silicone mat underneath in case anything wants to drip down. It can drip down on that, but you'll let it dry. I did go ahead and I got some ribbon because I want this to hang from one of the pegs and one of the shelf that I have there in the bathroom. And so I wanted a little bit of length of ribbon, and then I think the rest of it I'm going to use to make a little bow. I'm just trying to decide if, I think I just want it to go around. I want the shell to kind of be on the side actually. I just want it to go around, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it right about here. You can decide how long you want to cut your little ribbon if you decide that you want to hang it from a ribbon. Let me put this off to the side here. So I'm going to put this ribbon right about here, and so that it doesn't move on me, I'm going to put some glue. Yeah, just make sure that it's, you know, kind of like you grab the ends kind of evenly up here. So I'm just going to put some ribbon right there, and then I'm going to decide that, oh, I want it to hang about so much from the peg, maybe 5-6 inches, like so. So I'm going to knot it right here. And actually, I'm going to put a little drop of glue right in there. So when I knot it, I knot it and onto that little dab of glue. There we go, which I just kind of pulled everywhere. Okay, so now I have a little knot right here. And then I can actually make that into a tiny little bow, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Oops, got some glue right here on this. Okay, this way, so that it hangs. The streamers hang downward. Okay, there we go. Just a cute little bow, and then I'm just going to trim it like so. Just a little bow so I can hang it on the peg. And this will be against the wall, so it won't be swinging around. It'll just, you know, just hang like that. Okay, so now I want to put some little flowers, and I thought these were so cute, these little tulips. Aren't they pretty? I'm going to remove the leaf because I think I'm going to add a different leaf from some greenery that I have left over. Okay, so here I want my wire cutters because I'm going to be cutting my stems short. Now, I've explained in some arrangements that these little pieces of stem are actually useful for like shorter pieces of stem that you want to make them longer if you don't have floral picks to do that. So if you want to save these, like if they're a substantial length like this one is, save them and use them for other little projects. Otherwise, just toss them away, but they can be reused. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting some little flowers. I wanna put some here, and then I want some coming out from the bottom as well. So I'm gonna put these tulips because I feel like that's like my main flower. So I wanna start with that, and then I'm just gonna tuck it into the vine of the wreath. It's a little grapevine wreath, like so. And another one. take these little leaves off. I might use them, but I'm taking them off for now. I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter. And put my scissors out of the way. Okay. Oops. Get that over here. There we go. I think that looks really cute like that. See? Let's make sure that gets in there and gets glued. Okay, let's see. Do I want more this way or this way? I think I want some more coming up this way. So let me get another. And I've got enough of these to use in that other arrangement. So let's cut this really short. So that's always a nice thing. Just tuck that in there and get it caught in there. There we go. I think that looks really pretty. So now we're gonna go ahead and put some of these little blue, from this blue flowers, a stem that I got. Oh, that was $5, but I thought it was so pretty. Look at the way they kind of just fall. I thought that is so beautiful. I saw them in a cream color and I was grabbing them because I thought, okay, this is gonna be all cream colored, kind of a little arrangement, which is gonna add a little bit of color into the bathroom because just the white walls. So I add a little bit of color in there, but then I saw this blue and I said, oh, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna cut one stem because I kind of like the fact that they hang off like that, and I wanna save that for my other arrangement. So now I've got this one, and I'm just gonna cut it at different points. So right where this little flower is, and right where that is, okay? So let's see, I'm gonna put this one so it hangs like that. Let me trim this a little bit shorter. Put some glue on the little tips of it. Slide it underneath here. And I'm gonna use some little bit of greenery moss that I happen to have, and to cover some of the glue. And I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. And I have that, I also got that from the Dollar Tree. And I'll grab it in a minute. Just slide it between where it's just touching some of that grapevine and it gets glued down. And then you could just kind of, thankfully it's got some wire, you could wrap it around. Look at that. It's just a tiny little flower. It's a little subtle thing. I've got another one, but I feel like I have enough on there. I want this one to kind of hang downward like that. Look. Should I put another one up here? I think that's enough. I don't want to put too much. Okay, so now I've got this other one. It's so pretty. I love that. I love this little bits. Look at that. Just soft little flowers. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Just remove the, actually, yeah, I'm gonna remove the bits. Slide them upward or downward, whichever way they come off easier. This way. Just remove it all off the stem and then just put your little stick over there because I really don't need it to be long. So I can just use that bit to glue in here and there. So I'm gonna put this bigger one. I'm trying to tuck it in so that it's in the grapevine. Poke it in there. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit of that off because that looks kind of bad. Okay, leaves that way. I have some other greenery I might use. Now I'm thinking maybe I don't need to. Put that one there, the other one over here. You can see that. That looks really pretty. I like that it's kind of making this become a little bit of a longer arrangement. I'm gonna get one more. Anything I have left over I can use for other projects, so I'm not gonna worry. Save these little bits here. All right. I'm gonna tuck this one in right about right here. Fill in that little spot. Let's see, get in there. Under this little blue flower. I don't want to cover it up. See right there? And then this is just going to go dangle kind of in front of it. But then I want something over here. So I have this a little bit. And I'm just going to cut off that little bit there. And then just put this one up here. So kind of even that out so it doesn't look like everything's just sticking downward. And there you go. That's what it's looking like so far. I think I can remove this now. You can look at it a little bit better. And I have some greenery that I can use, some leftover greenery from another project, but let me grab a little piece and see if I have a basket here full of stuff. Let me see if I actually need that. Put you back over there. Okay. That does look pretty. I like this particular one. It's an English ivy, but it's got this like a frosted look to it. It looks like it's all dusty, but it's not. That's the color of the leaf. It's got a soft little velvety texture on the top, and I love that. I thought it was like really pretty. I used it in a wedding bouquet actually, and I love how it looks. So I think I may tuck that in. This is actually covered and I don't have to use any moss. I'm gonna go ahead and just, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut little bits off of it. Oh look, this one's kind of like a little, like a little deformed bit. Okay, I may not have to use the moss because, let me get the moss so I can show you what I meant. Excuse me while I slide. And slide back in. Okay. So this is like a reindeer moss, this green moss that I have here. And it looks very seaweed or, you know, like something that you would find under the sea. I want to sing, but I can't, so I won't. So I thought this would be cute to like put little, you know what, I am going to do that. That looks really cute. Okay, Ivy, move over because I like this. Okay, I'm going to put a little glob of glue right here. Stick that right in there. Oh, that looks pretty. Look at that. That looks really cute. Okay, so what my idea was with that was to cover like where, you know, where I stuck the stems in, and you can see the glue, like there's some right here that I can also cover. So put a little glob of glue right there, and then get a little clump that's kind of stuck together. Stick it on there, and then I wanted to go between these flowers under here also, and put some on the grapevine right there because I can see more glue there. So now I'm just gonna grab another little bundle and just stick it in there. I don't want it to be too much, so let's pick at it, pull some off. Can you see that? Right in there. And just bring the flowers back on top. There you go. And then I put some here, and I think I can put some somewhere over here. I really like that, actually, looking at it for myself, because I've been doing this upside down so that you can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Oh, goodness, and I'm making a little mess here. I'm going to put some right under here next to this little ribbon. Next time I'm going to just use my little glue gun for these little projects, because that way I can just get little tiny bits of glue and not big giant globs of it. Wait, there's a little bit here that doesn't look right. Take that off. Okay, let me clean this up. I can just sweep all this up from the floor, which is what I always like to just do. Just drop it on the floor and sweep it. But I'm tired of sweeping. But I'll probably sweep anyway. And let me slide away. Put it away. This might all get edited out, so I don't know. If it didn't get edited out, well, you know, have some fun with it. This is going to be a long video. There we go. I'm going to have to do some editing. But anyway, here we go. This is what this little wreath looks like. I didn't have to use any of that ivy. I don't think I need it. I think it looks pretty just like that. I didn't want to, I feel like it's got enough on there. I didn't want to be too busy, so we'll leave the ivy out, and that's enough little flowers. I wanted to be able to see the grapevine. I didn't want to hide that, which you could do if you don't like the color of the grapevine. You could spray paint it white, or, you know, if you want to spray paint it blue or green or whatever you have, colors you have in the particular room that you want to put this in. There we go. So I'll show you all these items at the end, of course, and then I'll show you how they look hanging in the room. Now, my last project will be this jar, and I feel like I'm gonna have to stand up for that and actually move my camera so that you can see. I think we can go ahead and do the first parts while I'm down here. I wanted to put some sand in here. Add a little bit of sand and a little bit of these rocks, these blue rocks that I got. I want to open it up because I'm so excited about them, because I think they're shell pieces, like the mother of pearl, because they have that look about them. Let me get a little bit here. in my hand because, you know, I couldn't grab what was already on the table. Anyway, haha, there we go. I want to show them up close what they look like. These little pieces. See, they look like pieces of shell. I think that's what they are. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there too, but I wanted to put some sand in there, so let's do that. I should have a funnel to do this. Not the way that I'm doing it, because wow, what a mess. I was also concerned that it would get all dusty inside of the jar. I love this jar. The reason that I'm adding all this is to give it a little bit of weight so it doesn't turn. It's not light, but it's not really heavy. But it's gonna go right there. I think it's gonna go on my sink. My husband and I talked about it, and he was like, yeah, put it right here. He actually helped me pick out all these items for my project. He's so involved. Okay, I'm gonna use some of these pretty little light blue little pebbles to create another layer. I just think they're so pretty. Oh my gosh, and they're, you know, this is only $1, so it's okay to use some of them in this. I'm gonna create a funnel with my hand here. I feel like a ton of these are gonna go flying. Let me squeeze this. I don't have the strength to do it. I feel like a ton of these are gonna go flying everywhere. This is what I do when I'm putting those little pepper, what are they called? Peppercorns into my grinder. But I don't get this many little things flying around. Okay, get some more in there. I should have created a funnel with something. Live and learn, people. You can learn off of me. All the little mistakes. Or I could just grab a paper and do that, couldn't I? All right, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. Look at that. That looks so cute, the layers. I'm just kind of like shaking it around to kind of even it out a little bit, like level it off a little bit. But I don't want to shake it too much because I don't want to. Okay. I'm going to do the little shells, I think, last, because I want to start putting some of these stems in there. Let me cut these at their longest point. Oh, these are just going to actually just kind of go in there, and I have to push them into the little rocks. Okay. See what's happening? Haha. I don't like that look. Okay, so I kind of maybe want them up here. All right. Or I could add these little stems. Let me grab my greenery tape. Greenery tape. Maybe a little bit neat. I might want to pour more of those little rocks in there, actually. And they match the flowers, so that brings that blue into the picture. Okay, I'm gonna lengthen my stem with these pieces that I cut off from those other flowers. I'm gonna tape it off, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually tape it all the way down, so that green from that tape is all the way down, and I don't have 3 different greens, because right now I have now 2. Okay, all the way down. I'm gonna add a little tab of glue. I don't really know what this is gonna do because, you know, whatever. Try not to touch the edges. Push that in. There we go. I like that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna move the camera so you can see now what I'm doing here. And we'll be back. All right, what I've gone ahead and done is, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go ahead and also wrap up this, this stem onto this one so that I can use the length that I've already created here. I'm not going to worry about putting any glue at the bottom of this little stem. And I've decided that I'm going to use some of this jute to cover like up here so that you don't see all these little joining bits. So I need to put this in here. Let me go ahead and tape it. I'm going to create like a floral spray, if you will. And tape that there. And I'm going to check this, how the height looks so far. And it looks like I have to move the camera back so that you can see, but look, that's where I want. So all the other ones, I'm going to put them a little bit shorter, and I'm not going to put too many in here. So let me go ahead and put this on the table so you can see. Let's get these separated because they're trying to be a little too close there. Okay, I'm going to put this a little bit lower on here. These other tulips, just a little bit lower than the other stem. I'm going to trim off so I don't have to tape all that all the way down, and just tape, get them to stick together. And then I'm going to add these because I really want all these blue. And they're also going to get taped or cut and taped a little bit lower. I'm actually going to remove some of these little flowers, these little stems. I'll save these for another project. I'm going to go a little bit higher on this one. Okay. These are all going to get taped in that same little spot. This tape, you wrap it around, you pull on it just a little bit to kind of release the adhesive on it. Okay. Now the other one. I'm taping them all in the same little area. And I'm laughing at myself because this is not much of an instructional video when it comes to this little part, but I've shown you how to create a floral spray. But if you want to be able to see that a little bit better, let me know and I'll recreate how to make a floral spray for another video, because you know what, it's just another craft idea. I don't want to have all the ideas in one video and then boom, I don't have any other ideas to do. You guys, I'm getting pretty close to 10,000 subscribers, or as I want to refer to you as my friends, because you know some of you are so sweet, and well, all of you are sweet, but you know, y'all are real nice, real sweet, and I feel like I've you know, you're trying to respond to as many comments as I can, but I feel like, you know, we're getting this rapport between us. I just want to refer to you as my friends rather than, oh, viewers or subscribers. But I'm getting close to that point and I want to do something special. I don't know what, not yet. So y'all have some suggestions, go ahead and throw them in. Okay, or you know, add them in, whatever. Okay, let me make sure this is still, all these flowers are still above the tip. Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, should I even bother adding these other ones? Because I feel like that's just too much. I feel like this is enough. Okay, you guys, that's all I'm going to do to this. But what I wanted to do to the top here is I wanted to add some of this rope because I wanted to introduce this jute in another section in the bathroom. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little drop of glue to get this started right here. And I'm just going to wrap it around tight there. Wrap it around. Put another dot of glue somewhere. Wrap it around several times. More glue. I'm not trying to cover that blue, but you know, a little bit is getting covered. I had initially thought about putting it down here, which probably would have looked a little bit better, but then I wanted to add that sand and stuff. I didn't want to cover that. I'm just trying to cover this part of the top of the jar where it's, you know, kind of the same width, but then it starts to flare, you know, up. So I'll stop right before I get to that point. I think this is it. Yeah. Little dot of glue there. And let's cut it right there. Where are my scissors, guys? Where are my scissors in my little container where they should be, of course. Let me go ahead and add a little bit of glue to add that little end there, or glue down that little end. These are my good scissors. I actually want my craft scissors, but I've been doing so much. Look at that. That looks so pretty. Let's add some more of these little blue pebbles in there. I really like them. And then those shell ones. There we go. I can do this better from this angle, standing up. I think that's good. And then I'm going to add these shells, which I probably shouldn't have poured on the table because, you know, actually that's not working out too bad. Oh, that looks so pretty. I love these. I love these. They're so beautiful. I almost feel like I want to do like a little mosaic or something with them. But like I said, I'm going to do my other bathroom, and my other bathroom is going to be like literal beach nautical look. So, a lot of this stuff, I can use it then, there, then, and there. Okay, put that over here so it doesn't tip over and pour out. I think I like that look right there. Look at that. Different blues. Where's my spray? Oh, I put it on top of all the other ones that I couldn't tell the difference. Okay, poke that in so that it stays in place. Now I can get these little leaves and maneuver them so they're not all like clumped up in the middle of my arrangement. Slide some of these upward. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera so that you can see that a little bit better. And then I'll show you the other pieces that I have these shelves. You know what, I think I'm just gonna end up putting these shelves, you know, around, you know, my little display. So let me move my camera so that I can show you all this, and then we'll take a little tour of what the bathroom looked like. I think I'm doing a before and then an after, okay? So let's do that. All right, so here's a couple of pictures of what my shower looked like before. So enjoy. All right, you guys, so this is my shower, and you saw the bathtub the way it looked before, so that was removed, and this whole shower was now built in and tiled all the way up to the ceiling. I have this nice little bench that was placed in here so that we can sit on. It's nice and a good height, so if we ever need any assistance, that it won't be so low to sit down on that. And then of course we got this bar. I just kind of rinsed out the whole shower real quick, so everything's a little wet. So anyway, here's my new shower head. I love it. I can remove that and use it handheld if I decide to sit. And this is a little niche that I had built in. As you can see, it's got that little area there where my soap will go, and on top I can put the shampoos, conditioners, or any other body washes that I may want to put in here. So this is the slippery surface, and we've already used the shower, so I've had soap in there. So my thought was, oh, that soap might slide out, so I wanted something where the soap could remain comfortably on. This shower curtain, I already had this, but I did buy these new shower rings, and I've bought the new shower curtain rod to go across here. Let me show you the vanity. This is the vanity. Let me back up so you can see it. And there's the shelves that I told you about, or the shelf, not shelves. But as you can see, it's got these little planks. You can see through them, not really well, but if you are standing here in real life, you can see through them. So it made sense that we had to replace this tile somehow, and I'm glad that we found those pieces. So this is nice because it has drawers. These in the top work, and of course it's got space here where the sink area goes. I haven't really put everything that I want in these little drawers. They're not quite, you know, and this one's got a little bit of an opening here for the piping. So anyway, I love this drawers. This is by the Scott Brothers. I don't know if you've ever seen them on TV. And here's the wall, the paper that we put on the wall. A new lighting fixture. I don't know how bad or how well that shows up, but this is the mirror that I also did last week that I showed you, that I was adding these little tile bits, which are the same as the ones in the border in the shower. So there it is, hanging. Look at me, I look so nice. Haha. Okay, so this is just the area where the toilet is. I have that little shelf. It's got some items in there that I didn't even bother removing. I've got another shelf here with pegs. So this is why I say don't worry about where I'm going to hang my curtains, because I've also got, not curtains, my towels, because we also have these pegs, and we do definitely use those. I'm going to be putting some items on this little shelf, which I myself had done quite some time ago, but I also would like to put a little trim here in the front so you don't see these ugly little side bits of wood that I did. This is something that I myself did, and I'm really proud of it. So I went ahead and left it there because we do want to eventually buy something that new to put there, but this is what's going to stay there for now. I gave it a little bit of a touch up, And I'm gonna put some items there that you'll see me do. And from here, I wanna hang one of the little wreath that I showed you. I wanna hang that from here. On this other wall, I had something hanging off that nail that's gonna go back on this wall. And it was also a craft that I did, so I'll put in the link to that. This mirror could be replaced. It's a little nasty and such, but you know what? We're gonna leave it here because my husband uses it a lot. You know, we use it, you know, to look at ourselves close up, shaving and things like that, makeup, whatever. So that's gonna stay, but I think I will replace it eventually. So anyway, this is what my new bathroom, and I'm really proud of it. As you can see, it's not very big, but I love it. I love the shower, and I'm very happy with it. In real life, the lighting is a little bit better. I'm getting a lot of reflection from the lights up here. So obviously it looks really dark, but it's nice and bright in here, and I love it. All right, everyone, I wanted you to be able to see the arrangement as I have completed it. This is it. It doesn't have a lot in it. I didn't want it to have too much in it. And obviously these little dangly bits are gonna make it spread out a little bit more. So we'll see how that looks like in the bathroom. I may have to do a little rearranging. So I've done that. And then I've also done my little wreath that's gonna hang on the peg there on the shelf, which coordinates with that. And then I also did these little containers where I put the jute around the little lids and just put a little bow. That's what they look like. And then of course my little, I don't know, I'm just gonna call it a votive holder, little candle holder, that I put tile pieces so that I can bring the tile pieces into another area of my bathroom. And then of course a little bow, little jute and some bow. And then I've got some little shells that I'm gonna go ahead and put in there. So let me go ahead and take you over and show you what the completed bathroom looks like. All right, so we're back in my bathroom, and I'm starting off where I started before. I'm showing you the empty shower, and there's my little niche where I've added those two little jars full of bath, or actually body washes, and my soap on that little tray there, little rubber tray, so it doesn't slide off. I've actually put some items on the bench here because we can sit comfortably on the bench with our shampoos and such. On the side over to our vanity, I've placed our toothbrush holder. I've actually filled my little dispenser now with some soap. I've got another soap. That's just a prop for now. I need to get some face soap on there, or some Caress or something like that on there. Okay, so here's the side where I put this beautiful arrangement. I think it looks really nice in that little corner, and I put that little shell there. I had talked about how I had another item that I had created before, and this is it, using this washboard that used to belong to my grandma. And I've just put some items in there that I use often. And this is it. I'm gonna actually hang a little towel from here. I didn't even think about that till this very moment. I wanna show you underneath my vanity, this little basket right there is the one that I mentioned, the little wire basket. I took it outside and I spray painted it with that paint that I showed you. There's the towels that I've actually put there, but I'm gonna take one of those white ones and actually hang it on that little rod. And here are the little birds that I told you that I had, and I spray painted them silver, also with that metallic paint. So that's that. Let me show you another side of the bathroom. All right, real quick, I just wanted to show you that I hung that towel on that little holder, and I think it looks really cute. I'm actually standing inside of my shower so that I could show you that. All right, so this is the area behind my toilet. That little cabinet stays the same. Everything inside of it stays the same. But this little shelf, I've actually put this pretty little doily on here, little fabric doily. I put that owl that I showed you, the little tray with the cotton swabs and the floss. Put little shells in there just for looks. And then I've got this pretty crystal little bowl there, and I filled it up with some soap, some of which were soaps from a hotel. You know how you get the little shampoo and little soaps at the hotel? And I just threw them in there with some other decorative soaps that I found. And there's that little votive holder, and I just need to get a little votive to put in there. Last but not least is this cute little wreath that I've hung from this shelf, which I've now put my supplies up there. But there you go. That's the little wreath. I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial and my little tour of my remodeled bathroom. I hope you were inspired to create yourself. Give me a thumbs up. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a nice comment down below. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I want to thank everyone who has already subscribed. You mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I love you very much. And make sure you share on your social medias, because that also does help me a lot. And as always, Enjoy.